Folks, look, let me come to speak to what I came to talk about. Thank you for the passport in the city. We're also committed to this state. You're here on your wedding anniversary, and I just want you to know I sent flowers to your wife. I don't know about you. You better damn well be in time for that dinner. He has dinner later tonight. I'm not going to tell you the time because you may want to go to the same restaurant, but the fact is that I promise I'm not going to speak till 6:30. That's when the dinner is. I was doing some photos, and a guy walked through the line and said, last time you were here for light bulbs. We're here to talk about what we're doing to invest in America, to invest in North Carolina, and the progress we made building an economy from the middle out, the bottom up, not trickle down from the top down. That never landed on my dad's kitchen table, the trickle-down piece. The most substantial investment since President Eisenhower's investment in infrastructure, roads, bridges. The Inflation Reduction Act, the most transformational investment in our climate ever. Instead of exporting jobs, like to get cheaper labor costs, like I come from the corporate capital of the world, Delaware. And today I announced that since I took office, we've attracted, these vehicles are powered by batteries and critical minerals that you're making here in North Carolina. We're making electric vehicles here in North Carolina. That's what invest means when we say invest in America. Well, guess what? Everybody knows what the supply chain is because today, after delays in parts and products, folks experienced, everyone knows. That's why it's so important. You have to have access to them.
This is
in
like
Charlotte,
one long run-on sentence.
where, Albemarle is using funding from the Bipartisan Infrastructure Act to process lithium, and building their construction this building they're constructing will be the size of 38 football fields.
If you don't get it the first two times, go for the third.
38 football field.
38.
Vinfest is investing $4 billion to produce electric vehicles which will use the semiconductors Wolfspeed produces. And by the way, America invented these chips. We invented them. We're the guys that came up with it because of the space program. Where the hell's that written? I don't know that.
Space in your head.
No, I'm serious. Think about it. Think about it. When I say every job in America should be a good job,
don't jump.
Including a fair and fair choice to join a union, I mean it. Every venture manufacturing electric vehicles, batteries, would be made stronger by collective bargaining relationships with unions. But hear me. No more having to pull up to a parking lot outside of McDonald's. Have to turn on the internet.
Use the internet to do homework.
600,000 North Carolinians are about to qualify for high-quality health care. Actually can afford it now for the first time in their lives. Under the new law, no one's going to have to pay more than $2,000 a year for their health care, period. And guess what? In the process, I'm cutting the federal budget $168 billion. You know why? Because Medicare doesn't have to pay out those exorbitant, undeserved fees. They'll pay out what it's worth. But unfortunately, extreme MAGA Republicans, not all, but extreme MAGA Republicans are threatening to undo all this progress. They're putting our economy in jeopardy by threatening to refuse to pay America's bills. Not the ones, I cut the deficit by $1.7 trillion in 2 years. But guess what? They're talking about not paying our debt, which has accumulated over 200 years. All this, when you hear these trillion-dollar numbers, that's 200 years of debt accumulated. 200 years. MAGA Republicans in Congress all don't want to gut the chips and science, biomanufacturing, quantum computing, and molecular electronics.
Molecular degeneration.
We're relying on other countries to make things that we need at home to make anything. Folks, some folks didn't believe we could do it.
Got it.
But I've made no bones about it. We're the United States of America. There is nothing beyond our capacity when we act together. Virtually nothing. God bless you all, and may God protect our troops.
These guys are going to be like, what in the world was that? Look at this guy.
Joe.
Joe.
Oh, he's lost. See how quickly he gets lost?
Paul's right, the marionette.
Oh, my goodness.
It's like the marionette.
Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Gravy.
He got to the end of the line, and all of a sudden he got lost. It's like, what happened to all the people?
Get him into the limbo. Limo.
Oh man, a rough one today.
That was tough.
That was rough.
Whew.
Here, hey, here. Hear me, hey, here.
Hey,
We're going to construct. We're going to forget it.
Abadi.